Good evening, Lightsaber fans. This is Glenn of the Saber Sentry, and boy, do I have something really exciting to show you guys tonight. What I have in my possession is one of the absolute finest lightsabers that I've ever held, and one of also the most limited. I have gloves on because this lightsaber does belong to somebody already, and boy, you are one lucky son of a gun. Because tonight, for your viewing pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this magnificent looking specimen. This is the Saberforge MPP MKII. Only 1 out of 100 limited run lightsabers out there. Just looking at this thing just by itself is gorgeous. Now, before showing you guys, my review from top to bottom, inside and out, I will first put some pictures here because the pictures themselves will do a better job than, it moving around. For you guys can just appreciate how awesome this lightsaber looks. Now, the MPP MKII is actually modeled after Darth Vader's lightsaber from The Empire Strikes Back, thanks to its exposed wires, as you can see here, and the rubber grips that go all the way to the control box, where the Episode 4 one just sort of cuts maybe 1/4 of an inch before the control box. Now this MPP MKII is, aside from being limited edition, features a mirror polished nickel chrome plated finish with black anodized accents and black polymer T-grips, basically those rubber things that you see at the handle. Now, what makes the Saber so absolutely gosh darn special is the fact that it is a double reveal saber, meaning that the upper part of the body and the lower part come off, or rather, the saber expands, revealing 2 segments which are illuminated by LED light effects, specifically the Kyber crystal power core, and another window at the bottom also showing the red crystal power core's glow. As you pull apart the saber, it also illuminates the wired section and the windows at the top part of the emitters, as you guys can see here in this picture. Absolutely gosh darn beautiful. This saber is a champion class saber, meaning that it comes with the new Saber Core 3.0. It has 3 sound fonts that you can customize, that you can put in new ones. You can change the sensitivity, you can change the pulse rate, the flash on clash, the shimmer, and the sleep mode through its very easy to use PC interface program, and it's just more accurate, really loud. And before I, give you guys information overload, I'm just gonna show you guys right now exactly what the saber is all about. First, on the outside of the saber, the emitter is this section right here. Features a flanged anodized black emitter with a D-ring. And I just accidentally put it out of sleep mode, but. This is the D-ring, which you can hook to your belt, the same way that Vader does. Down here, as you can see, are the exposed wires that are very, that the Empire Strikes Back version is known for. That is different from the A New Hope version. Here you have the control box without the claw, which is in Episode 4. And here are the T-grips, which are actually rubber. And the overall finish, the nickel-plated, I can see my reflection on it. It's that clean. I bet you guys can see it too. Now for the reveal. Drum roll. This part twists. And there is the genuine quartz crystal, one of 2 windows, or one of 2 of the crystal reveal function, if you will. The second portion is actually down here at the body slash pommel of the saber. You remove this cap, and this entire... Oh, guess we're a little bit ahead of ourselves. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the crystal reveal. Now, as you can see, as I open or expand the saber, it reveals both the crystal and the windows for both the bottom part of the emitter and the wire sections. That is gorgeous right there. I can remove this section of the body, as you guys can see. It just twists right off, very secure. It takes a good maybe 5 seconds of twisting, and there you go. And there is the second portion of the crystal reveal function. This saber is just, I'm sorry, I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I have rarely handled sabers this fine and this exclusive. And the overall aesthetic of it is just absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Now, in order to put it back, all you have to do is push it back for the emitter section and twist it back into place. And for the body right here, sorry, I accidentally pressed the button there. Twist this part, and lastly, the pommel cap right here. And there you go. Other features of the saber include a blade plug. I don't know if you guys can see that. Exclusive to the MPP Mark II and 1. Now I'm actually going to proceed now to actually remove the blade plug and put in a blade, just to show you guys the other effects of the Champion V3. This is a hex key. All you guys gotta do is remove retention screw, just like all other or many other dual grade sabers. Pommel cap comes right off. V4 Infinity Saberforge blade. And as you guys can see, the shimmer is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna show you guys, I don't want to hit this thing too hard because obviously, for obvious reasons. Now, I'm gonna show you guys the other functions of the saber. By holding the switch and turning it off, just hold it for maybe 3 seconds. There you go. I can cycle between sound fonts, like so. Hold the button. Ruiner. This has 3, and you can always put in more. It can hold 3.
Ominous. Dark side relic.
Those 3 are your default dark side sound fonts.
Ominous.
Let's select ominous. Boot up sound, and there. Now, as you can see, compared to the first one, the dark side relic font, this one is not shimmering, and you can't. By the way, before I proceed further, this thing is hurting my eyes. It is a quad crease saber. It is extremely bright, but for better or for worse, I've gotten really used to it. As you can see, this has flash on clash. There. You can't really see it clash that well, but you guys can see it flicker. That is the flash on clash function, which is actually more subtle and some would argue more realistic. I personally love it. I'm not sure if you guys do, but it is what it is. Turning off the saber. And guys, I wish that I could just talk more about the saber, but really half of what needs to be said is already what's in front of you. I'm gonna put the blade plug back on, screw it back on right here. Hang on a second. Right there. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick once over of the saber itself. There's the emitter, the switch section, the grip, and the pommel section right here. Another look at the crystal reveal. Simply twist, expand. This is without it illuminated, and of course it's held by a copper and aluminum cage, so the crystal is stuck there, so you guys can't remove it. And another look at the body section right here, like so. As you guys can see, the rest of the body also has these etchings, just for added detail for the saber. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I know I've said that a lot of times, but really those are the words that I can only use to describe it. This is more of a showpiece, and although it can withstand some dueling, it is severely not advised. Why would you want to? There are more affordable sabers out there. And overall, guys, I'm just gonna give this saber big, giant, 4 Grievous-sized thumbs up just for how mind-blowing it absolutely is. The perfect piece to any showpiece and the perfect saber for any diehard Star Wars or lightsaber enthusiast with the money to spare. Oh, and lastly, of course, there is the USB, micro USB port that you can plug in to charge the saber or to configure the sound fonts or what have you. Guys, that is it for this just review of this breathtaking lightsaber. And I hope to see you guys again very soon. Have a good night, and may the Force be with all of you.